Tiario, and I'm back, y'all, with another video and also another truthful message and eye-opening topic. And in this video and in this message, I am going to be talking about why it's so hard to follow God. Why it's so hard to follow God. Okay. The funny part about it is that topics like this, I've never heard I'm just gonna be honest, I've never heard no one, explain this and break this down. Why it's so hard to follow God. Because remember, we all been in church, we all been in Christianity, right? And they try to make it look like it's just so damn easy. They give you this picture: follow the Lord, believe in Jesus Christ with all your heart, and you shall enter heaven. Okay. They give you this fairy tale picture, and they try to make you believe that following God is just so easy. But in reality, man, it's not. Following God is hard work, man. Following God is a job. Following God can be a nightmare for a lot of people because it's not easy. And I'm going to share with you all the three main reasons why it's so hard to follow God. The three main keys on why it's so hard to follow God. Okay, first thing first is this. If you're not spiritual, this video and this message is not for you. If you think everything is a game, this video and this message is not for you. If you want to continue to follow all of your lies and all this crap, whatever you've been brainwashed with, this video and this message is not for you. So don't waste your time, don't waste my time, and don't even waste God's time. Here we go. Three main reasons why it's so hard to follow God. The first one on the list I have: because we was born into sin. That's why it's so hard for so many people to follow God, because they was already born into sin. Which means that by you already being born into sin, we already got problems. Oh yes, we already got problems. Soon when we arrive on earth, soon when we come out the womb, we already got problems. We got sin in us, and we ain't even started talking yet. We got sin in us, and we ain't even started crawling yet. We got sin in us, and we ain't even started saying our first words. We got sin in us, and we don't even know right from wrong. Remember, we newborns. We was born into sin. Now, this is the part that everyone don't know. When we are born into sin, do you really know what happens when you are born into sin? Let me tell you what happens when you are born into sin. Take notes. When you are born into sin, the older you get, the sin grows. That's right. 1 year old, you're 2 years old, you're 3 years old, you're 4 years old, you're 5, you're hitting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now watch this. You're getting older. The sin in you is growing. While you're getting older in your age, the sin in you is growing with your age. This is what preachers have been hiding from us. When we get older, y'all, the sin in us grows with us, because remember, we was born into sin. So I come out my mama's womb, you come out your mama's womb with sin already in you. When you make it to 15 years old, the sin is still there. Now you go from 15 to 16 to 17 to 18 years old, the sin is still there. Then look, you get 19 and 20, the sin is still there. And here it is. And parents wonder why teenagers be doing a lot of strange stuff. This is why a teenager can be 12 years old and be smoking cigarettes. This is why a teenager can be 13 years old, 14 years old, and having sex. Oh yes, I said it because it's true. This is why the majority of teenagers, y'all, they start having sex at a wrong age, at a young age. Want to know why? Born into sin. Born into sin. It's already in us. You can be a child and you'll be cussing and you don't even know what the cuss word mean. That's right. Kids saying cuss words and they don't even know what the cuss word mean. Born into sin. And yet parents have the nerve to get angry because their child said a cuss word. How you going to get angry because your child said a cuss word just based off of the kid probably looking at it on TV or hearing you say it? The kid was already born into sin. Why are you getting angry? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Kids be already born with anger problems. This is the first key on why it's hard to follow God. Because we're born into sin. And remember, y'all, sin is the thing that we are fighting against. That's what we are fighting against. We're fighting against ourselves. We already know that the devil is real. We already know that the devil exists. We already know that Satan don't want any of us following God. We know that already. We know that. But come on, y'all. Let's be realistically here. You are your own enemy because you was born into sin. You are your own enemy because you was born into sin. Stop blaming everybody else and just accept the fact that you have sins that you're dealing with. Oh, this is the reason why I can't follow God. No, you got sin in you. Just like I got it in me. And you got to fight against it. And that's the first key, y'all. Why it's so hard to follow God. Think about it. Look at it this way. If we wasn't born into sin, everybody would be walking with Jesus. Come on now. If we was just born perfect human beings, everybody and their mama would be following Jesus. But it ain't going to go down that way, y'all. Seriously. Second one I have on the list. World full of temptation. Oh my gosh. This is why it's so hard to follow God. Because for number one, now watch this. We're born into sin. So when we get here, we're already into sin, right? We covered that one. Number two, soon when we get here, we are already in a world full of temptation. That's why it's so hard for people to follow God. Because we are in a world full of temptation. Oh my gosh. Here it is. World full of temptation. You trying to follow God and do the right thing, and you tempted to smoke. You tempted to drink. You tempted to lie. You tempted to cheat. You tempted to have an affair. You tempted to see that beautiful, sexy, amazing woman, and you know you just want her. You just want it. You tempted because you're looking at that man. He fine, he handsome, his body banging, and you want him. You tempted, man. Tempted to grab an AK-47 and walk into a school killing 30 people. Temptation. You tempted to kill. Watch this. Watch this. Somebody hurt your feelings. You go get a gun and you come back blasting because you tempted to get revenge. Do y'all hear what I'm saying, man? Temptation is deep, y'all. Temptation goes deeper than just sex and smoke. You can get tempted to kill your husband because he was cheating on you. You can get tempted to kill your own children because they make you sick. Temptation. You can get tempted, man. And we see it on the news every day. Man stabs his girlfriend to death, bury her in the woods. They looking for her on Dateline. He was tempted to get rid of her and kill her because she probably wanted out of the relationship. Temptation. Temptation, man. Temptation is so serious. It's scary, man. It's scary. It's scary. Now watch this. Watch this. Somebody rob you, right? A dude run up on you, rob you with a gun. You tempted to go get your gun and go kill that nigga next week. Temptation. That's right. Y'all, I even get tempted. We all do. But let me break this down to you. It's different types of temptation, okay? Everybody ain't into sex. Everybody ain't into smoking. Everybody ain't into, cheating and having affairs. No. You got some people who are tempted to walk into a shopping mall and try to kill 50 people with an AK-47 or AR-15 or a Glock. That's right. Look at these school shootings, man. Tempted to go into a school and shoot a bunch of bougie snob students. Temptation. Now watch this. A lot of you all work regular jobs. Now, if you would be honest, you know damn well you just get tempted every now and then to kill your manager. You get tempted to shoot your boss because you hate your boss. Your boss is bossing you around. They sassy. They trying to give orders. You know what I'm saying? They disrespecting you at the job. You know damn good well you be getting tempted to go kill your boss. Temptation. I know a lot of you all just want to wake up in the morning and grab a gun and just go shoot your manager in the head. Come on, man. Having an honest conversation here. How many people are tempted to go kill police? That's right. Look at the police. Now watch this. Look at the police. The police attempted to murder and kill black people. And they doing it. They doing it. Temptation. Cops wake up in the morning, I'm going to kill me a nigger today. And they go out and do it. And they kill dozens of them. Day by day by day. Temptation. This is why. This is the second reason why it's so hard to follow God. Because you are in a world full of temptation. That's right. That's right. Y'all remember Set It Off. Y'all all saw the movie, right? They was tempted to go rob the bank. Vivica Fox was fed up because she was fired. Jada Pinkett was fed up because her brother was shot and killed by the cops. They was done. The other girl, TT, had lost her child to CPS. Oh, they was done. They was done. And guess what, y'all? They got tempted to go do the very thing that came to their mind. Rob a bank and get the money. That's right. It happens. Temptation. This is why so many people will never follow God. It's hard to follow God when you are in a world full of temptation. It's real. And remember, y'all, it's different types of temptation, okay? Different types. Different types. Yeah, it's different types. A man can get tempted to leave his family. I don't think y'all are hearing me. Men are tempted every day to leave their wives, to leave their families, man. Come on, man, I'm telling the truth. It doesn't mean that the woman is a bad woman. He's just tempted to leave. A lot of women are tempted to leave their boyfriends. A lot of women are tempted to leave their husbands. It doesn't mean that he's a bad husband. You just dealing with temptation. You ready to go. You ready to get the hell out that house and go back to doing your thing. You're getting tempted to leave the relationship. It's real. It's real. See, this is the problem that we have. We are dealing with a bunch of people who live in fairy tales. And that's why so many people are dishonest and so many people are phony. But y'all, life is real. Okay? You can get tempted to leave the relationship. You can get tired of look. Come on, man. Let men out there, brothers. If you got a woman, you know what I'm talking about, brothers. How long you been with her? For years? You are tired of looking at the same face. You are tired of kissing the same woman. You are tired of getting the same pussy. You're tired. You're tired of sucking on the same titties. It's boring. Your relationship and your marriage can begin to get boring. And you can get tempted to leave. And women do it every day. You women out there, I'm going to be real with you. Y'all women make me sick. Because y'all women do more cheating than men. Women are just dishonest and they liars, man. Women get tempted every day to cheat on a man and go behind a man back and mingle with another man. Women do it every day, from texting to the internet. They do it every day because they're getting tempted, man. They're getting tempted to get with another guy. Temptation. You can get tempted to leave your family. That's right. There's different types of temptation. And this is why it's hard to follow God when you're in a world full of temptation, boy. It's hard. It is hard. You can get tempted to start having sex with people for money. You can get, y'all, women get tempted every day. This is why we should not judge prostitutes. This is why we shouldn't even judge them. Because Mary Magdalene used to be a prostitute before Jesus saved her. Women can get tempted to start prostituting if they broke and no one wants to hire them. I'm being real. They will get tempted to start sleeping with men for money to pay their bills. We can't really judge. We can't. It's crazy. You can get tempted to where you'll just start sleeping with people to just go get famous in Hollywood. Celebrities do it all the time. Celebrities get tired of being broke, y'all. They get tired of struggling. So what they do? They start sleeping with the producers. They start sleeping with the directors to try to make it. Temptation. Shit. They tired of being broke. You get tempted. So they're like, you know what? F that. Time for me to just go try to have sex with one of these people in Hollywood and get rich. Temptation. This is why it's so hard for people to follow God, because we are in a world full of temptation. The last one on the list is powerful. Generational curses. Generational curses. This is why it's very, very, very complicated for someone to follow God, because they already have generational curses on their life. Oh my gosh. Generational curses, y'all, they go back. Generational curses run all the way to slavery days. Oh my gosh. And this is why so many people will never follow God. And it's so hard for them because they have generational curses on their life. They got their mama curses on them. They got their daddy curses on them. They got grandma curses on them. They got the cousin curses on them. They got the great grandma curses on them. They got the family members curses on them who was in the field picking cotton. Seriously, this is why so many y'all, have y'all noticed something about black people? Our black people are so enslaved in their mind because of generational curses. They think like a slave because of the fact that their ancestors were slaves. A lot of our black people are still thinking like slaves, man. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. Seriously. Look at how our black people operate today, man. Sometimes our people act like they just so stupid. It's ridiculous. They don't even have a mind of their own. Generational curses, man. They thinking like they slaves. They thinking like they stupid. They thinking like they slow-minded. All that's coming from generational curses, man. Seriously. It's true. And this is why they will never be able to follow God. It will be hard for them because they got all these generational curses on them. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. That's right. White people have generational curses on them too. And that's why it's hard for a lot of them to follow God too. Yeah. They dealing with daddy demons. They dealing with such and such demons in the past. If such and such in the past rejected God, 9 times out of 10, they'll be growing up rejecting God. Generational curses, man, from their family. And the only way out of that is fasting and praying. That's the only way out of that. You gotta fast and pray hard, and you gotta spend a lot of time with God, and you gotta really, really have some serious, strong faith. Other than that, them generational curses is gonna overtake you. Trust me on this, man. Generational curses is real. I don't care what nobody's saying. That's why it's hard for so many people to follow God. Generational curses and spells that's on their life. That's right. If mama was a whore, you probably gonna grow up and be a whore. I said it. Mama got all them kids, and mama ain't. It's sad to say, mama got all them different children from different men. Now look at you. You having different children from different men. I said it. Your daddy ain't do nothing with his life. You ain't doing nothing with your life, bro. Sad, man, but it's true. And these curses got to get broken. You know, it's crazy. Such and such in the family died in the streets. You're going to die in the streets. Generational curses. This is why it's so hard for people to follow God. 3 main keys I gave y'all. The first one, born into sin. Of course, it's going to be hard to follow God. You born into sin already. The second one was world full of temptation. Oh my gosh, Lord. I hate that one. And the third one is generational curses, and that's another one I hate. The main 3 keys on why it's so hard to follow God. Now watch, now y'all. It ain't been nothing but 19 minutes and I just broke all this stuff down. We have been waiting on preachers to tell us this stuff for centuries. Pastor, just tell us why it's hard to follow God, bro. Don't lie to us. Don't sell us a dream. Don't give us a fairy tale, nigga. Just tell us why it's hard to follow God, bro. That's all we want to know. But no, in Christianity, they make you think once you pray this simple prayer, you've been saved. They make you think you're going to heaven. Nigga, please. It's hard to get to heaven. We got to fight, man. Come on, man. So with all that being said, y'all, this is